Well, we've managed to get hold of a Citroën C4 Cactus, which is one of the most innovative new cars for a while, and there's a bit of a return to form for Citroën in that it's unique, it's quirky, and like I say, it's innovative. This is a 1.2 petrol turbocharged. It costs £14,590. It's a 3-cylinder engine. It's got 5-speed manual. When was the last time you saw a 5-speed gearbox? Not for quite some time, actually. Almost every car I've driven recently has been a 6-speed. Does 0 to 60 in 12.9 seconds. Got 82 brake horsepower and 87 pound-foot of torque. It's meant to do 61.4 miles per gallon, but you're actually going to get nearer 35 to 40, depending on what roads you go on. The big stat with this car is that it weighs 965 kilos. You would expect it to weigh nearer 1300 because it is the size of a Citroën C4 or a Golf, VW Golf. But it's quite a featherweight. It's got these things on the side called air bumps, which are designed to deflect if someone opens the car door against it. So what's it like? Despite the fact that its looks are, well, they split opinion. I like it quite a lot, but a lot of people don't. I posted photos on social media. I'd say 50-50 split between those that thought it was a great looking car and those that thought it was horrible, but I like it quite a lot. It is just front wheel drive, it's just 2-wheel drive. It sits a bit high, but it's not an SUV. The ride is fantastic. In a straight line, it sits and it's a really lovely, feels like an old Citroën ride. The handling is pretty good actually. Everything's very light. It's designed to be light and easy to drive. The steering, the pedals and everything is very light, but it's nice. It barrels along. You know, it doesn't hold the corners like a hot hatch, but you can get a decent lick down back roads. The engine at 82 horsepower and 87 pound-foot of torque is a bit puny, but then again, it's a very light car, so that kind of outweighs it. And the engine is just about man enough for the weight of the car, so it doesn't feel particularly underpowered. Trouble is, before the turbo kicks in, and you don't know when that is because there's no rev counter, which is an issue actually. It should have a rev counter. When you're pulling away from junctions, when you're undertaking low speed manoeuvres, it can be a bit jerky on the drivetrain. Let's have a quick look inside. I've covered the the touch screen with a different video, so you can look at that in more detail on the Speed Monkey YouTube channel. Fire her up. So a quick tour of the interior. Chairs, seats, very comfortable in the front, but not particularly supportive. This goes all the way down, there's not really anything in there. That's your dash. Like I say, it's missing speedo. Turn the radio right down. This covers everything. Look, these are the only buttons you've got. That's fine. You know, the temperature control, the climate controls are here, and the sat-nav, which is a very good system, and Bluetooth, digital radio and all of that, and basically everything that you need. To save weight, you've got various things like this, and in the back those windows will pop out rather than wind down. The parcel shelf is it's like a piece of paper, it's that thin. The airbag for the passengers in the roof, and you've got an enormous glove box, which is really good. Looks quite good too, doesn't it? The materials used on the dash top, it's nice. On the seats, it's quite nice. Here it's not, and it's a real mix the whole way through the car of different materials and what they feel like and look like. The back seats look quite comfy, but I've been told they're not actually that comfy to sit in. Right, my seat's quite far back. Let's have a look. I'm 5'10". So it's not an enormous amount of room, but you can just about get 3 adults in here. Have a quick look at the boot. I'm going to take the key out so it doesn't lock me out. If I can get this boot open. We've got quite a high lip on the bottom of it, which is not very practical, but adds to the stiffness, I suppose. Sorry, I've had a load of stuff in there. It's quite a large boot. Like I say, this thing here, that's light as a feather. Everything feels quite substantial, despite its lightweight. Let's have a listen to the door. There you go. It sounds and feels quite substantial. It doesn't sound flimsy, as you might think it would, weighing so little. So that's the Citroën C4 Cactus. I like it a lot, and it is a great little car.